13,460 pounds, one owner, big 5-slide Montana with a clearly defined rear living space and middle kitchen. Coming in on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. They were so happy with it, they just swapped into a different Montana with a little bit different layout. Now, this is not just a Montana. This is a legacy Montana, which is an entire whole trim package upgrade of things above and beyond the normal 3660 Montana you would normally see. I'm going to try to point out those features, share some history with you. She's got a couple little bumps and bruises, but guys, you're getting a Montana for a Cougar budget. It ain't all bad. And right away when you step inside here, it's just got such a unique feel and aesthetic. It feels more like a log cabin retreat than just an RV, you know? And again, I gush about it. And maybe it's just not that big a deal to you. I love that barn beam. It's just I like it when I just see something done a little bit different in the RV industry. You know, I see so much of the same, that when I see a brand actually willing to just even do something just for looks, I appreciate it. But what I like about this one is the way that it offers such a clear definition of, like, that's clearly the living room in the back. This is clearly the kitchen in the middle. Now it's all wide open, but there's that definition of room and space that a very nice unit like a 3120 Montana that we'd have here at Haylett RV, it just doesn't offer, because it's all one shared open experience. Now it's shorter, it's lighter, and if they were both brand new, they would be less money than this one. But I think that if someone's looking for more of a seasonal experience, if they're looking for something more for like full-time use, I think that this is the kind of thing that you really appreciate. Now, there is a pair of fold-away guest chairs that go along with that dining situation. The table actually extends twice, and you can see how it's a no-knee knocker dining arrangement. There's actually an outside TV kind of hidden behind that as well. That's why that little shelf is right there. Now, geez, oh Pete, there's a lot to cover here. I'm not sure which way I want to start. Let's actually start over here. And whether it's the door side, the driver's side of the RV, it doesn't matter. There's just windows everywhere. There's just tons of windows in this thing. This was made with the lighter color decor, which makes the whole thing kind of look and feel bigger. But it's not like white. It's not, you know, some people just aren't into that. This still has that really warm, rich feeling. The twin recliners there versus something like a theater seat, which you see very commonly, it gives people some individual kind of seating control. And, you know, when you do kick your feet up on a theater seat, you kind of jostle the other person. Now you don't really have that issue, you know? It's nice to have that individual comfort. What is also great is it's an RV really made for couples, but it doesn't have to be used only by couples. Now, this is a great couples model, but obviously it can be made very guest-friendly with this extra large trifold sleeper sofa. And notice those side stands have outlets up by what you'd call the headboard were it not a hide-a-bed. Well, that makes this very CPAP friendly, so it doesn't just have to be grandkids. You can have adult friends over for the weekend. And if you do that, one of the other things that's nice here is, like, sometimes somebody wants to sit on the recliner, somebody else likes to sit on the sofa on the back and lounge out. That TV can pivot around pretty severely both directions. I've only got it very minorly pivoted here, but that's also nice that if you're over here in the kitchen working, you're not left out of the entertainment, which is a really common thing. And whether it's just for visual aesthetics in heatless mode, or if you want some bonus heat without the, you know, propane use, you got that electric fireplace down below keeping your toes warm, or just keeping your eyes entertained. Now, this is a legacy model. I'll probably mention that several times. And two of those differences can be seen right here. First of all, in a legacy model, we're getting 2-section day-night roller shades. Now, that has become standard on a non-legacy Montana, but it was not at the time this was built. So this RV was built with such a higher level equipment package, it's actually still on par with what's built today. Similarly, the kitchen, well, all of the cabinetry, not just the kitchen. You can see the hidden hinges, it's all pocket screwed, but since this is a legacy model, these are also hardwood styles. Hardwood cabinetry, not just hardwood cabinet doors. And whether it's above that sofa, over here in the entire entertainment center just opens up for gobs of storage capacity. You can, I mean, there's a lot of space and storage going on around there. This is one of those models, like I said, I loved it the moment I saw it. And it was really that, again, what I call the barn beam. It just, something about it captivated me immediately because it's open and comfortable, but it gave the RV good definition. Now, I've got those hide-to-bed cushions obviously stacked up on the table. I don't think that's where most people are going to leave them. I'm just doing a quick setup here for video purposes. And as we roll into the kitchen, I thought since I was going to be standing here, I'd go ahead and get the island ready for us. You see that full easy access wastebasket space there, but down below, we also have like wide open storage. Now you can see the solid sink cover. They ride down the road in a handy little storage slot there. And I thought I'd start by, you know, having that wide open so you could take a look down there in the sink at these solid surface countertops. But the thing is, usually, when you get what is sometimes called a rear den, a private rear opposing slide living room is often called a rear den, you very often get kind of a crappy kitchen. But nothing could be further from the truth on this one, I think. And I think we'll actually start right over here. On the way through, though, we're going to pass that 4-door, 18 cubic foot, two-way fridge. That is gas and electric. So even if you are using this in a park, if you lose power, it'll just flip over to gas mode. You'll never even know it. Especially nice if you don't stay in the RV full time. If the park loses power when you're not there, this fridge will take care of you so that you don't come back to a just spoiled mess of stuff in there. Now that is a big convection microwave. These are all solid surface counters. And down below here, some nice big wide drawers. You know, you have more than just the one drawer in the island we saw. There's 5 of them right here. And they're nice and wide enough that a lot of baking sheets would definitely fit in there, especially a baking sheet that would be useful in a towable RV. Now over here, this little, I call it kind of entry bureau or whatever, that is intentionally sized to fit something like a Keurig coffee machine. Montana made sure of that, and it's that kind of attention to detail that really impresses me. That's why there's some easy reach outlets right there. Now below, a couple handy drawers. I think that's going to be useful for, like, you know, a letter opener for seasonal or full-timers. And below that is our central vacuum cleaner, as well as what I call the electric dustpan. There's a little toe kick spot where you can just sweep everything into it. And of course, pantry. Woo, floor to ceiling pantry. You might need a 2 or 3 step to get to the upper ranges here, but at least they didn't waste it, you know. Now speaking of up top here you see that Max Air vent fan. That does have a rain sensor on it, so that if you leave that open and you step away, you're not going to walk back to a flood in your RV. Now this upper cabinet up here has our central command center. The lower cabinet is a little bit of a coat closet, so it's a handy place to hop in and out. This was one of the first years, if not the first year, of the Montana pivot door. And it's kind of funny, when it first came out, everybody was really in love with it. Interest in it kind of faded over the next couple years. I always thought it was kind of cool. It does make my job a little tricky because it does kind of obviously get in the way of the camera. It makes it a little trickier to show that awesome linen space over there. But in terms of use and function, it actually works really well in the RV. So it's kind of a... I've even got my own little love-hate thing on it. Montana since went away from it to a just sliding pocket door, which I think more folks probably prefer, but there's nothing wrong with this thing. You can see one-piece seamless molded shower with that height-adjustable hardware up here. So if you're like myself and my wife, where there's a, she won't let me say 1 foot difference, so I say 11.9 inch difference. You'll appreciate that. Corner seat over here in the shower. I want to make sure I showed you so that if you do need to sit to bathe or shave your legs or something, you can. And this is a one-piece fixture. The sink and countertop is all one thing. It's all solid surface. And they put a different color on it because that's what you expect to see, but there's no seams where water can sneak through, which is, I think, really nice, you know? Big medicine cabinet there, too. Great if you got a whole bunch of Lipitor. Up top, something I haven't talked about yet is the air conditioning system. This is dual 15,000 BTU dual whisper air. And where I think that's even more important is when we're up here in the bedroom, so that, you know, if the compressor kicks on at night, it's not deafeningly loud. Now this is a 70 by 80 king bed, which is technically an option on a Montana, although it is incredibly uncommon to find a 60 by 80 queen in one. What I want to show you up here though is both sides of the bed have built-in side stands with outlets built right into the slide sidewall. Now that might not seem like an amazing feature to you folks, but from a production standpoint, it is very difficult to build RV slide outs with a CPAP-friendly side stand like that. It's very hard to include things like power outlets in the slide sidewalls. So it's an important feature I really want to point out. And it's good for more than just CPAP users. It's really handy if you're somebody like me, who has a bit of a tech addiction, and I like to have my phone and my watch charging next to me at night. Now you can see bedroom TV in here. That also swings out, which seems superfluous, but if you want to do something like plug in a Roku stick or whatever, it's nice to be able to get to that very easily. And if we kind of take a look around, you can see where this is stackable, washer, dryer ready. Not to mention the fact that, of course, directly across from the bed, you have that huge dual mega dresser drawer. So if you got some big sweaters, beach towels, whatever, you've got some great space in there for them. I wanted to start with that door as a reference point there and those big, easy entry 4-plank MORryde stable steps, just to kind of give you a reference point. Normally I'd start a little bit closer to the front of the RV, and I almost called it a camper, which I think is absolutely a mistake in the case of Montana. I think the word glamper makes more sense, because this is definitely something, this isn't just for a casual user, you know, and that's where things like, some people go, why is there a TV outside of it? You're camping. Montanas are different. You know, like a North Point, a Pinnacle, a high-end luxury fifth wheel like this. It's not like my family's little bunkhouse J-Flight that I go flopping around in. This is for someone who's a little bit more invested. It's kind of the difference between the chicken and the pig on the breakfast plate. The chicken has an interest in what's going on, but the pig is committed. You understand? You're a little more invested on what's going on your campsite in one of these, and that's where this is really nice. Like, you've got your like a full, nice size, large outside kitchen. Now that glass front on here, it's kind of you know, masking the fact that it's a nice see-through glass door. We're just at a funny reflection point right now. I mean, you can see they didn't let this thing get all dirtied up. Now, anytime I see a used RV like this, I've seen a couple little things that, you know what, a Windex and some paper towels, it definitely wouldn't hurt here or there. But I haven't located anything major. Just a couple little screwdriver fixes on a couple spots. That is a friction hinge main entry door, by the way, so the wind won't tend to grab that and go flinging it against the side of the RV. Now over here, this big baggage door, if you look above it, you see those two little black dots? It has double magnet holdbacks. The opposite side baggage door, it goes under the bedroom slide. So it was originally designed with a pair of gas struts to hold it up. I say originally because I saw that one of them had been popped out. I'm not sure what caused that. I didn't get the full details on that. I just happened to notice that. And I want you folks to know about stuff like that, because I'm not going to hide things from you when I see them. But that little screwdriver fix, it's the worst that I've been able to find on the RV. It needs some Windex, paper towels, and a screwdriver. And if you're okay with a couple little things like that, knowing that it will save you a lot of money compared to something brand new, I'd be all over this one then. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, you know, 0 to 100 degree rated, hot cold camp proven thing for years and years and years. You've got the MORryde pin box and shock dampening suspension combo to give you a really nice ride and handling when you get there. Now, below that baggage door, there is one of those sewer hose caddy tubes, and this door I was telling you about, the struts were popped on it, so I can't just have it sitting up here because there's nothing to hold it up. However, I was able to kind of hold it up and get you some little footage sneak peeking in there. So using our X-ray vision, we can see the enclosed protected docking center and that huge storage compartment that's in there. And the little X-Men mutant X-ray magic like that, folks, that's only available here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Now again, this is a legacy Montana model, so I do want to point out the differences there, because you can see 3 of them, 1, 2, 3 rapid fire on the backside here. The legacy package is where we are getting this powered cord reel. And I'm sorry if I sound weird when I specify it like that, but it's the only quick way I've been able to phrase so that you understand what it is. Because if I just say power cord reel, you don't realize that it's actually an extension, retraction, powered cord reel. Now, a legacy Montana is giving us not just a rear wall, but a fully painted rear cap. Now, the RV is not full body painted, which is an option that becomes available once an RV Montana goes legacy trim package. It just happens to be a legacy model, and when you do that, it has a painted rear cap. In addition to that, though, it also does have a rear view camera already installed on it, and down below, if you're looking below the cap, you can see a little 1-inch Class 2 receiver hitch sticking out, which is perfect for things like bike racks. Not really fit for towing, though. And the roof looks good. I don't see anything up here that scares me. Seals look just fine. What's kind of nice, the way Montana does their vents, you see they've got those little white flanges kind of sticking up, those little white things protruding. If you want to do stuff like add Max Air vent covers or something like that, the feet are already there to do it, so you don't even really have to screw anything together. There's actually just a couple little like cotter pins that you can just slide in there. So that's something that you as an owner could add without needing to do stuff like add tech labor charges. And it's those little Montana differences that make me very happy to be a Montana dealer in the new RV market here at Haylett RV today. Now, I would normally like to sweep around and show you how much inventory we have, but folks, we've had a heck of a year. We are obviously selling out of stuff way faster than it arrives. Like, to the tune of people have asked us, are we going out of business? No, actually, we've done very well. They're just leaving as soon as they show up. We had a used Montana arrive at our consignment location yesterday that's already on the road today. Stuff is just happening that quickly. So if it's not the right time for you, if you're not ready, that's fine. But if it is the right time for you, understand, there's a reason you don't see stuff out here. We have kept our pricing fair. We have not been fluffing the price tags to try to pad our pockets. We've stayed right in the pocket. We've stayed standard with where we'd normally be during the summer, and folks have been responding to it. They've been appreciating it. If that sounds good to you, give us a call. Pieces, parts, hitching, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. We do it all, guys. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. Which is perfect for things like bike racks. Not really fit for towing, though. Oops. Oh, crap. I missed the button. There it is.